JP from Light Gun Lunatics. Thanks for everyone voting for the next light gun game, which is VIRTUA COP. As suggested in one of the posts, we've got a bit of surprise that not only are we going to put up a little comp for Supermodel 2, we're actually going to even do the PlayStation 2. Now, the reason why we're doing both is because on PlayStation you can do the emulator, or if you're like one of those lucky guys with an actual gaming console, PS2 gaming console with a light gun, we really want you to enter this competition as well. So we just want to make sure a lot of the competitions where you can, if you've got the original hardware, we really like you to enter the competition. We had some people in the Retro Racing Lunatics Daytona Cop who are lucky little sods who actually own the Daytona kit. So, you know, like jealous not. But anyway, if you happen to own the original VIRTUA COP cabinet at home, please enter. That would be amazing. This competition is the Supermodel 2 and PlayStation 2 emulator or console. You can't do both. Can only be AM2 or PlayStation 2. If we see dual entries, we'll remove the lowest one, so it gives everyone an opportunity to go. Now, people may say, what about the Sega Saturn? Well, I could be persuaded, and I could stretch Rod's arm behind his back if we have people that say, look, I want to compete for Sega Saturn, and we say get 5 people saying, I just want to do Sega Saturn, I don't want to do AM2 or PlayStation. We'll put up something up there for the Sega Saturn, but there has to be 5 people that are willing to go and enter in for the Sega Saturn, and that way it just keeps everything fair. So again, it's one emulator or the other. You can't do all of them. Anyway, I'm going to just talk through a little bit about the AM2 emulator. The PlayStation 2 emulator and console have got easy pause buttons and functions, space bars and controls. The AM2 pause function can be a bit funny, especially if you've got a keyboard that doesn't have a native pause button on it. Now, I'm not saying a multimedia pause button, it's actually a pause button like a pause break button on the keyboard near the insert key, right? If you've got an old keyboard, have that floating around, have that ready, because that will probably have one of those old school keyboard pause buttons. And the reason for that is that when I show you in the video, when you get to complete the first area, the first scene, and the score comes up, it comes up really quick. Too quick to take a photo with your gun and the phone and the camera at the same time. So you want to be able to pause it so you can put the gun up in front of the screen with the score and away you go, and I'll show you what I mean. Anyway, if you haven't got all that and it doesn't work for you, Andrew has kindly created a little app called Snapshot, which will be on the website, so please read all the rules and conditions, and that little app will be there. It's just for the AM2 emulator, and essentially what you do is you run the Snapshot app in the background, and then you go and launch into Launchbox, and then you run the game, and then when you get to the scene that you want to do, you want to press the key that you've actually assigned it to. So by default is M, and it'll actually freeze the screen so you can then have the time to take the photo with the gun and with your camera and the score, so you can then stick that on iScore. But like I said, if you've got one of those old school keyboards that's got the pause page break button, the pause should work. And thanks Andrew for doing the little app. Okay, I'm just going to go quickly launch into VIRTUA COP. Alright, launching the game. You can see I've got main hooker, got beginner, RGB lighting fires up. You can see how bad a shot I am. You can see the left hand side, I've got the RGB lights firing up in blue. If I had 2 guns, I've got the ones on the right firing red, and then when I get shot either side it goes red. But you'll see when I do get hit, and I'll get hit here, you can see the left hand side of the marquee fires bullets at me to show that I've been hit. So if you don't have RGB lights but you've got a marquee going, you can not only get main hooker to work on your guns, but you can get it to work on your marquee. Pacifica, that's all your fault, dude. But anyway, this is about this game. Like, I'm a real Time Crisis fan, but I'll tell you what, I forgot how good this game actually is. If you've never played it on the PlayStation 2, Mick's got this dialed in on this build for me. Super nice, but the AM2 game is just, well, you know, it's okay. Don't shoot the hostage here. Right, so I'm coming up close towards the end of the scene. So you want to have that keyboard with the pause button ready, or that little Snapcatcher type app that Andrew's got on there. Ready to go. Rightio, so this is the end of it, so I'll then press M. It'll come up that little dialog box and hit enter, and I'll quickly alt tab back to the game, and there's the score. And then obviously what that'll let me do is grab my camera out with my gun and take a photo. Otherwise, like I said, if you're playing the game and you don't hit pause, that screen will go really quickly. Now, I think, from memory, you could sit there and you could die a few times before you get to this round, and I think it impacts on the score. Now, if you can't complete this scene without dying, that's fine. It's, you know, just go through, and as long as you get a result at the end, then enter it. And you can enter as many times as you like, as long as you either stick to the AM2 emulator or the PS2 emulator, or if you're lucky to have the console with the gun, the console with the gun. Otherwise, that's the competition, everyone. It goes for a fortnight. Got any questions? Ask away. It's all on the website, and everyone, I hope you have a really good time with this competition. And guns up. Speak to you soon. Bye.